First, a little piece, a drawing I've been looking to create. Here's how we're going to start it off. It's right over here. I'm not sure if you can see it clear. It's very unclear. It's A, N, D, N, A. 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 So, and then it's here, it's D, N, A, N, D. And it was that way because of how I created the outside. A, N, D, D, N, A, N, D, right? And that's just the way it goes. So the automatic to this is I don't have anything over here except for this. And since it looks like the letter 0, that might be telling us or giving us a question mark on what the 0 actually means. That's one of the things I would be questioning myself. At the same time, when you do it, it becomes AOAOA. 16161. 16161, and that's your creation on your dice. And I'm always thinking, the all-seeing eye, right? I mean, we put that together, right, with two different sides. What was supposed to be over here in this area over here? What was supposed to be in this area over here? And I design it like this because basically this is your A letter, but there's a space, and they call this the in French, these are accents that are put over words, right? And there's also that's put over a word. So I'm assuming that when this I comes in, it comes in like this, and it sits itself on the plateau. It sits on the plateau. And that plateau is what connects up side A with side B. And you can see this on a stop sign if you want to. The stop sign is like this. It also can be either the hexagon, or we can drop down and create the octagon, and I can just put them together and create the ring. On the outside of the ring, the outside is the octagon, and on the inside is the hexagon. 6, 8, 8. Not sure exactly what to do with the rest of these. If we should chop it up this way and create inside of it the 9 lives of the cat, but I have to change the size of this because if you notice, I only have 2 boxes rectangular. I get a square over here, and here I get a cut end of the house. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with this. Maybe take everything away and just use this. Not really sure. Maybe count this as 0.5 as half a square. Count this one as 2. Anyways, just going to leave that one alone. The basic thing is the easy part to figure out is at the inside. Now, I can do them both ways. I can make you see it both ways if you want. And now we have the more or less the elongated, or if you want to see, we have one bridge up here and then one bridge down here. And these bridges can be noted itself. Once I put the gem on the top, that will be this part. So I would say that if this goes on top of the gem is now, something happened to that gem. Can this be the light that goes in and comes out a different color? Is that what it's showing me? Refraction off, covering up that gem? Because we've seen this design before. I mean, this way it doesn't look like the same thing, right? So I'm going to turn it this way because this way it shows something a tiny bit different. You notice it looks like it's bent over. See the way it looks like it's bent over? It could be I just got to see what this is. 1 second. Okay, I think this is what it is. Let me see. Is that it? Oh yeah, tall building. Tall building. Where's the other tall building? Oh, okay, okay. Where's the other tall building? I lost it. It's underneath here, here, here. I think it's no. Is it here? Yes, it's. Is it here? Here, I think it's here. Is that the tall? Yes, yes, yes. And where's the other one? Where's the? I can't find it because my camera is sideways. This is it here, right? Is that it here? Okay. And then this one here. And you notice as I was doing this, this angle and this angle comes out to a single point, and then all the roads lead to the same area. You can almost see like a V that is shaped out of this. You see the V that is shaped out of it? Not really sure which way to look at it. See the way it now goes all the way down, like it's two towers. It's like two towers, and then the passage zone between the two. So this is DNA, and over here it's saying no, 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 no. The 14th and 15th letter, or this is where pi comes in. Pi comes in right over here, here, and here, and here, and here. That is your birth pi, right over here. And that is the word. The center is the AN, 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 or AO. So it's 161616 or 151515. So it's 6 or 7. Spirit of 76. Now, if I reverse this whole thing, and instead of going AND and went DNAND, DNAND, DNA, sorry, DNA and DNA and DNA and DNA, DN. Hold on a second. DNA and D. Oh, holy Moses. Holy Moses. Holy Moses and Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a swear word, and it's holy Moses. Holy Moses. I mean, there's holes in Moses' story, right? Who wrote those stories of Moses? Who told those stories? Who told those stories? DNAND. Did I get that right? Then, I mean, D and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, DNA and D. How come this one was running into a problem? This one over here. Oh, I didn't do it over here last time. Over here I didn't do that last time. I got to figure out what I did. Hold on. You see, it doesn't work out. It's got to work out the same for everybody. I want to see what it does. DNA and D, DNA and D, DNA and D. Now, here I have N. But what do I put next to the N? Well, I put A, D, N, A, D, A, N. Because It's a continuation. And then what's after AD? So it's AD, A, N, A. And then this one becomes, after the N is D, N, A, N, D. So it's N, D, N, A, N, A, D, A. So this is N, A, N, D, N. Is that possible? Oh my God. D, N, A, A, N, D, D, N, A, A, N, D, D, N, A, A, N, D, D, A, D, D. Anyways, we're going to forget about that. What I wanted to talk about in a short video, in one of my next videos, I will be talking about bar none. Bar none. I will talk about F red. I will talk about F red. I will talk about Lima. And I will talk about how to tie a bet. I will show you how to rock a Flintstone, break some rubble. We are going to go to Bedrockin Town, see Mr. Slate, and figure out what this is telling us as a story, because the dog is a dino, SOEUR, and this means sister. Sister planets, sister mountains. Sister mountains in either Wyoming, Nebraska, and I'm not sure if it's Idaho, and around that area. They call them the sisters. I'm always hearing about the sisters. And remember, it's trans sisters, right? What trans means, it's interchangeable, right? I was also working on 1776, 1 times 1776, 2 times 888, 4 times 444, 8 times 222, 6, 14, 18, 19, 20, 0. 9 carry the 2, and 7 is 9. 17, 21, 23, 2 carry the 2. 9, 17, 21, 23 carry the 2. 333, pig's pregnancy, coming out in Mars, ending with a 6. All zeros equal 6. Pig's pregnancy. I was just trying a calculation of something. I didn't want to go over that calculation. I think it was 5 times 15, 54, which is Mars, the sun, and the pathway, and 4 plus 1 equals to 5, making it all 5s, equaling to everything to do with the 7s. The cycle of 7, 3 weeks, 21 days. To reach what the 0 will turn into a 6. We don't need to have these 2. That will turn into a 5. Add this one, the 5 turns into a 3. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 equals to 5. Plus 7 equals to 21. 2 and 1 equals to 3. We have 3 and we have 6. Creation of 6. Since 3 is the carrier, since 3 is the carrier of the one spirit, in which, where in this world we come in with the body, but we need to be injected through creation with the heavens of Venus and the spirit of Mercury. And lo and behold, they didn't leave you alone. They definitely did not leave you alone. So the 3 is your creation, and it brings with you the 2 in these corners, in which are the same thing on 6. As well on 5. In fact, only 5 and 6 will carry those 2. Sorry, 4 carries them all. But 4 carries them all, and it is the complete reverse of 3. And 4 is carried into 6, and 4 is played out in 5, where the 1 is in 5, and it connects with 6. It connects with 6 because it's already with 6. So to me, that 5 would be some sort of interference of some sort, or a diverted source because you see the 5 is over there and the 1 is, hold on a second, is right next to it. So you have to make a 90-degree angle to go from one hole to the next hole. So what does 6 do, right? That one is, if that one went straight through 6, the other connection would be in 5. See, 6 doesn't have it, 2 doesn't have it, but 1 and 5 do have it. So they'd be connecting 1 through 2, creating 5 and 6. Anyways, take away that. The cycle of 21 days for a baby chick to be born. The first 14 and then the 7 is 7 and 5, and that is your moon cycle. That is your male, female. The female is created by 1 and 2 coming together. The male is created by 1 and 3 coming together. And when that 1 comes together, it brings what 6. When the 3 comes together, it brings what 4. And that is Israel, Zion, 0. These are the 3 numeric counts for that number. This will bring on the 19 spirit, the 7th gate, the bar mitzvah. Jesus comes into town. Where do I get all these numbers? 1 times 3, 3. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 and 3 equals 7. 4 times 3, 12. 12 and 7 equals to 19. 1 plus 9 equals to 1, equals to 10, equals to 1. But when it equals to 10, it is the letter J, but it's created by A, B, C, D equals to 10, and the reverse is 4, because 5 and 5 on a dice is to 2 and 2, 4. We're also 6 and 4 on a dice is the reverse of 3 and 1 on the dice. So everything seems to work out. 77. 77. Boy, girl. See, the boy is with a Y at the end. This is your connection to Earth. This is Venus, Mars. We're going to switch around the game a little bit. I have to go out. And I forget. Wow, I forgot. Now, just give me a second to catch up with my driving condition. Yes. Venus. Venus holds an eye on Earth. Venus holds an eye on Earth. I'm thinking, but because it's a duplicate, okay, I don't see it as a duplicate. I don't see it. I see that Venus came into Earth, and she watches the Earth. For who, I don't know. Remember, this is entertainment. Nothing that you hear or see is anything other than for entertainment purposes, and only the numbers that I speak tell me the story that I tell. Venus is the moon. The moon of Venus is called Luna, and it resides on the planet solar system of Earth. If that's what you want to call it, I might not use the right. Earth's moon is Venus's eye, and is also represented by the Jack. Is also represented by the King of Diamonds. Is represented by the Jack of Hearts. And the Venus eye is also represented by the Jack of Diamonds. As well, I think it is the Jack of Spades. These 3 are the eyes of Venus. 11, 11, 11. This is the 11th letter. This is the 11th card in the deck. 10, 20, 31. It is also switched to 44, 62, because in French. Now, here comes the eyes. Here are the eyes of Mercury. I'm going to show you all the eyes of Mercury. They are all here. This eye represents the moons of Mars. Phobos and Deimos. These are the moons of Mars. These cards represent the moons of Mars. Mars has 2 moons. Mercury is the one with the television set on the other end of that moon. Both moons. Mercury watches through both moons of Phobos and Deimos. And Venus watches through the moon of Luna, which is on planet Earth. And why do I say that? They have no moons of their own. They are 1 and 2. 1 and 2 creates 3. 2 and 2 create 4. So if 2 and 2 created 4, Mars doesn't need Venus because it's already there. But Earth does need Venus. It needs the intercept and Venus in between because they have the 2 dots that are in between Earth. And that is the 1 dot that they need for their only single moon that represents the other side of the dice cube, which is Mercury. So it need not Mercury be that moon because it's already there. So the moons of Mercury is Mars, and the moons of Mercury, is that what I said? Mercury is number 1, so it gets 2 moons. And Venus is number 2, so it gets 1 moon. Let me say that again. We have to do this right. Venus is the 2nd and 8th planet. It gets 1. It gets, did I say it gets 2 moons? It gets 1 moon to Earth. Mercury gets 2 moons of Mars. So Mercury being the 1st and the 9th planet, and Mars being the 4th and the 6th planet. Now, one of the things about this is that the Mercury, the 1st planet, and Mars is the 4th planet, making it 1 + 4 = 5. I could have had my M&Ms. 51 value, 103 value, the 4th and the 1st planets. 14, DNA, the letter N. JD. I don't like to say JD because the 14 is not really a 14. The French don't say it as a 10. When it comes to the 4, the French don't say it as a 10, but it is a teen. It doesn't become a teen. Okay? And it's the 4 that becomes the teen. So is it 9 and 4 equaling to 13? 1 + 3 = 4? Is it 8 + 5 = 13? 1 + 3 = 4? Is it 7 + 6 = 13? Or is it 6 and 5, which is the student, equaling to 13? This is your student, and that will represent Mars, O Mars, and Y Earth. 25 and 15, equaling to 40, the blue world. 23, well, I know this is 38 for woman, and this is 18 and 30 and 4. I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have 38, and that's what, 72? Wow, world is 72. Wow. Money, I think, is also 72. 16, 34, and 38, 72. So world, planet, I think it's 68. 16, 28, 29, 39, 43, 43 and 5, 48, 68, 72, 86. Or house, 1945, 55, 68. And it's created by the cat, 24, which is the X. So when you go bowling, when you bowl, sometimes there's strike 9, but otherwise you put an X to knock the cat out. The X is 10 in Roman numerals, created by A, B, C, D, used in the alphabet as letter J, reverse as the letter Q, but we're not going to go any further right now. And J is used with 7, and J is used with 8, and J is used with 9, because that's the way the French talk. The 10th letter, but it is created by A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D equals to J, and J goes along with the gateway, the heavens, and the birth passing through the gateway of the heavens. Hello, Micmac. Somebody sent me something yesterday that got wiped out, and they sent it again. And when I tried to save it, it disappeared on me. So whoever you are, please send it again. So now we didn't do, so we did Mercury and Mars, and now I want to go down and do Earth and Earth. And I'm doing this basic because there's a whole lot of, there's so many things that go with this. Earth and Venus. And this is the third and the second planet. So Venus is number 81, by the way. And this is created by all nines. Everything to do with our Venus is all with that. And this one would be Y. I mean, I just use the Q is because of the math that goes along with this. And this is A and H, if you want, or AHR. It's all the same family, all the same A sound family, right? Something to do with communication, rabbit, a hare. When you get 9, when you have 9 in any situation, you create an empty center right over here for the 1 to pass. 8 goes around 1. I'm not sure if we spoke the other day about the dead center and the whole area, or is it this whole area and this dead center? I'm just questioning myself. If it was this dead center, it's not this. It would have to be this. And in this situation, this is worth 25 and this is worth 50 darts. So you have to understand your situations. We have to understand these situations amongst us. I'm not sure if everybody understood this. So when you have 4 and 1 come together, and you have 2 and 3, the second and the third planets coming together, Earth and Venus is a 63 reverse, and Venus is your 28 reverse. So the cycle, creation of the 360 degrees between I and R, and this one's between 16 and 10. So this would be the God cycle, right? The God cycle. Let's say save the Queen because of the reverse with the 10. This would be 7 and 1, creating a gateway through what started as the cycle. This is your I and R, your birth into the walking, into life walking, right? It shows this angle, and it's the letter P, showing you it's the half-life spirit. We're born into these bodies, where the bodies are born, and then we enter into these bodies. What good are we if we don't know and we can't learn, if we don't have a conscience? What good if we're not really here? Do we really actually, and we do, the body was made to feel the pain, the basic instinct that doesn't need a mind, has a mind of its own. But to go any further than that, can the mind that's in pain say, I don't want this to happen anymore? Can they actually learn? Can you learn? Okay, if you're born and you can't
you can function. What functionality do you have to really know this, and within the separation of time? And this is basically in your, I don't know, let's say the first 6 months of being here, of the body coming to life. The body comes to life. The body comes to life. When the mind goes and the body doesn't go. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We're going to end it here. I want to thank you very much. Maybe I'll be back a little bit later. I wasn't born. I was dragged from the. That's all, folks. Speak to you later.